And thank you for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. So this is a 162 game regular season played on MLB The Show 20 for PlayStation 4. Imagine if the actors in the Marvel Cinematic Universe were to play Major League Baseball against legends past and present. That's what you'd have right here. A full season, no skipped innings, no simulated games, all of them on YouTube. This is game number 125 out of 162 plus, and I say 162 plus because, let's face it, I want to get to the playoffs and hopefully the World Series. The Avengers have taken the place of the San Diego Padres in the National League West. The standings are on the screen right now. As you can see, they're a half a game out of first place. Half game behind the LA Dodgers. Their record is 78-46. Yes, we could get in as a wild card, but we want the division. Let's win the division. All right, let's start this game up middle of August. So it's a 4-game set against the Washington Nationals. Lost the first 2 games. Won yesterday 7-4. This is the 4th and final game, a Sunday afternoon contest. If the Avengers win, they split the series 2 games apiece. Otherwise, they lose 3 out of 4. View organization's games. Tom Hiddleston is the starting pitcher. Let's start the game. All preceding games will be simulated. Do you want to continue? Okay. Play full game. We are the away team at Nationals Park in the District of Columbia. Clear skies, broadcast. Tom Hiddleston, 14-6. And we need some bench players to step up. Let's see. Idris Elba is going to play right today. Actually, that doesn't make any sense. Hold on. Dave Bautista and Idris Elba are going to swap it up. Chadwick Boseman is going to sit out for Cumberbatch. Mark Ruffalo is going to be the catcher. Let's go. Let's go. Anthony Mackie, Clark Gregg, Phil Coulson, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Let's put Phil Coulson at second. Tom Holland, Spider-Man at short. Him there. Him there. Mr. Sonic the Blue Hedgehog, welcome to the stream. I'm just setting my lineup for game number 125. Please bear with me. Just take just another moment. I swear. Okay, so I think we're good. Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr., DH is Chris Evans. Yep, we're good to go. Let's rock and roll. Skip. All right. Just as a reminder, I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. I let the computer run the bases for me. And the difficulty setting is set to All-Star for both hitting and pitching. This is Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. I also do play-by-play. So if you don't like the sound of my voice, you might be in the wrong place, but I hope you can stick it out. Live here at Washington Nationals Park in the District of Columbia, it's the Hollywood Avengers visiting the Washington Nationals. This is the 4th game of a 4-game set. Nationals lead 2-1. On the mound for the Nationals, Felix Hernandez. He's only made 3 starts this season. This is his 4th start. He's 1-2 on the season. And leading off for the Avengers, Tom Holland, also known as Spider-Man, hitting .364. He has 16 homers and 72 runs batted in. And here comes the first pitch of the ball game. Let's play some baseball. And he slices it out of play for strike 1.
First pitch, 136.
Out in front of the screwball, swing and a miss, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. The Washington Nationals are 4 games back in the National League East. 0-2 pitch on the way. Checks his swing, does not go. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 76 degrees and clear skies. Beautiful day for baseball. I wish that my current weather was as good. Again, down and away. He holds, checks his swing. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's a deep drive. It's got a chance, but playable for the left fielder. And there's 1 away. Starting lineup for the Avengers today. Shortstop is Tom Holland. Batting second, playing first base, Robert Downey Jr. The DH is Chris Evans. Mark Ruffalo is behind home plate. Benedict Cumberbatch is at third. Sebastian Stan is in left. Idris Elba's in right. Clark Gregg is at second. And batting ninth and playing center field, Don Cheadle. Robert Downey Jr., also known as Tony Stark, swings at the first pitch and lines it into the seats for strike one. Tony's hitting .288 with 18 homers and 72 runs batted in. One out, bases empty, top of the first, no score, beginning of the ball game. Let's go, says the Outlander. The pitch is low and away, count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Outlander. It's game number 125. Called a strike, looked like it was outside, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Iron Man. He is Iron Man. Line drive, knocked down by the third baseman. Long throw in time to a nice recovery by the third baseman of the Nationals. Knocked it down, kept it in front of him, and fired a strike to the first baseman. So next up is the first Avenger, Chris Evans, hitting .316. He has 12 homers and 57 runs batted in. 2 outs, bases empty. Switch hitter batting from the left side. And that's a deep drive. At the warning track, he makes the catch. Didn't quite get all of it. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Hernandez. Half inning of play. It's the MCU nothing. The Nationals coming to bat. This is Avengers baseball. On the mound for the Avengers, Tom Hiddleston. He plays Loki in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, more specifically in the Thor franchise. He's going for win number 15 today. He's 14-6. Leading off for the Nats, Tim Anderson hitting .291, 17 homers, 58 runs batted in. Here comes the first pitch from Loki. In there, strike one. The Avengers are 1 game back in the NL West. Obviously, they hold one of the wild card spots. They're fighting for that division, the National League West crown. Slider in there, strike 2. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. And it's a fly ball to right. There is Elba, and there's 1 away. Starting lineup for the Nationals, Tim Anderson is the designated hitter. Pee Wee Reese is the shortstop. Willie Mays in center. Eddie Rosario in left. Matt Chapman is at third. Catcher, Will Smith. Victor Reyes is in right. Patrick Wisdom is the first baseman today. And Jalen Miller is the second baseman, batting ninth. Pee Wee Reese hitting an even .300. 18 homers, 61 runs batted in. 1 out here. Bases empty in the bottom of the first. Pitch is low, ball 1. I am RC Robbin. Don't forget to like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. This is Avengers Baseball. And it is he got a late start. He will not make it. It's a bloop base hit to center for Pee Wee Reese. And the Nationals have the first base runner of the game. Say hey Willie. Willie Mays, legendary baseball player. He hit .312. 45 homers, 115 runs batted in. Willie Mays finished with 660 home runs in his major league career. Takes a pitch at the knees for strike 1. Runner leads off first, 1 out. Out in front of the changeup, swing and a miss. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Home plate umpire, Mike Fillmore, calling balls and strikes. Ground ball, 4, 6, 3. Scooped out of the dirt by Tony Stark to complete the double play, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on at the end of 1. No score. This is Avengers Baseball. Don't forget to hydrate, folks. Always hydrate. So we go to the top of the second. The Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, hitting .339. He has 28 homers and 108 RBIs to lead the ball club. Steps up to the plate against Felix Hernandez. Outside ball 1. Yes, indeed, Mark Ruffalo leads the ball club in RBIs with 108. Outside, way outside, count as 2 balls and no strikes. No score here in the second inning. Ground ball fielded by Jalen Miller, throws to first, and there's 1 away. Defensive alignment for the Washington Nationals. In the outfield from left to right, we have Eddie Rosario, Willie Mays, and Victor Reyes. And in the infield, Gold Glove winner Matt Chapman, Pee Wee Reese, Jalen Miller, Patrick Wisdom playing first base today, with Will Smith behind home plate. Next up, taking a day from Black Panther, is Doctor Strange. At the knees, strike 1. Benedict Cumberbatch is hitting .299 in the season. He has a homer and 11 RBIs, giving Chadwick Boseman a day off today. In the dirt, count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Outside, 2-1. Felix Hernandez played his not Hall of Fame career, but that's a line drive headed towards the right center field gap, and it will 1-hop to the wall. 2-hop, pardon me, rounding first and heading to second is the Sorcerer Supreme. Dr. Stephen Strange has a 1-out double. Here's the replay. As I was saying, Felix Hernandez is an all-star player, starting pitcher, played most of his career for the Seattle Mariners. I think he's still playing. He might be at the tail end of his career. Next up, Bucky Barnes or Sebastian Stan hitting .279, 9 homers, 36 RBIs, runner in scoring position. And that's a deep drive, but I think playable for the center fielder. Willie Mays makes the catch for the second out. No advance. Hit it on the nose, but right at Willie Mays. So Idris steps up to the plate. Idris Elba's hitting .264. He has 7 homers and 39 RBIs. Idris plays Hemdall in the Thor franchise in the MCU. Runner leads off second. Slider outside, ball 1. Runner leads off second, scoring position, 1-0 count. And he yanks it foul down the left field line. Out of play, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. That's a deep drive. Racing over is Willie Mays. He will make the running catch, covered a lot of real estate to save a run. After an inning and a half, still no score. So we go to the bottom of the second. Up steps Eddie Rosario, hitting .281 on the season. Tom Hiddleston sets and delivers. In there, strike 1. Just gets a piece of the slider, down and in. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Chases the down and in breaking ball. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Mr. Rosario. Here's the pitch. It's not a strike. It's inside. Ties him in knots. So there's 1 away. Next up, at Matt Chapman, .253 average. He's a Gold Glove winning third baseman. And it's a ground ball to short, fielded by Tom Holland. Spider-Man throws to first in time, and there's 2 away. Next up, catcher Will Smith. Will has been hot this series. He's hitting only .218 with 9 homers and 22 RBIs. But I believe he has like 6 or 7 hits in this 4-game series. So he's been smoking hot. Fouls it off for strike 1. He's got 2 doubles and 4 RBIs in this series. Breaking ball inside corner, count is quickly, no balls, 2 strikes. Love me some baseball. Swing and a miss, struck him out swinging, and the side is retired. 2 innings of baseball complete. No score. Loki has them under control. This is Avengers baseball. Up next, Clark Gregg. Clark's hitting only a $198. He's a utility man. He plays Phil Coulson, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Swings at the first pitch, grounds it to the third baseman, Mac Chapman. Throws it to first in time for the first out. Batting ninth, Don Cheadle hitting .273, 10 homers, 57 RBIs. Don Cheadle plays James Rhodes in the Iron Man franchise. Ground ball up the middle and through. It's a ground ball with eyes, a one-out single for War Machine. And the Avengers have a base runner here in the top of the third. Here's the replay. Sometimes it's not how hard you hit it, it's where you hit it. Lineup turns over. Leadoff man Tom Holland steps up again. He flew out in the first inning, 0 for 1. Just gets a piece of the screwball. Fouls it off for strike one. Tommy leads the ball club in batting average with a .363 average. That puts him in the top 3 in the National League. Down and in, ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Spider-Man, Peter Parker. Just gets a piece of that breaking ball. Count is 1-2. Quick throw to first. He's back. Hernandez sets and delivers. Nope, throws to first. Cheadle is back, trying to keep him close. He is a good base stealer, Don Cheadle. I think he has something like 17 or 18 steals on the season. Outside, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just as a reminder, this is game number 125 of a 162 game regular season. We are in mid-August. Big lead at first. Here's the pitch. That's a line drive over the head of the shortstop, and it will be in there for a single. He's going to try for second. The throw in won't be in time. It's going to be a double. Legged it out. My goodness, double number 34 on the season for Spider-Man, and there are 2 runners in scoring position for Robert Downey Jr. here in the top of the third. Here's the replay. Again, he just took it off the mat and lined it over the shortstop. So Tony Stark, 2 runners in scoring position, grounded out in the first. He's 2 for 11 in this series. This is a good opportunity to get on the board. But instead, he swings at the first pitch and pops it up. Matt Chapman makes the catch, and they do not score a run. There are 2 away. Wasted opportunity. Tony needs to get that RBI. Now Chris Evans needs a hit to score a run. He flew out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Let's see what happens. And it's a weak ground ball to the shortstop. Reese throws to first, and a wasted into opportunity indeed. So they leave 2 at the 2.5 innings of play. Still no score. Let's go to the bottom of the third. Oh, sorry, Heidi. There's something wrong with your microphone. We're going to have to cut away. We'll send somebody down there with a 9-volt battery. Leading off the bottom of the third, Victor Reyes hitting .254, a homer, 12 RBIs. Tom deals. Trying to bunt his way on. Fielded by Sorcerer Supreme over to first. Got that bunt down a little too hard for the first out. Bunting for a base hit. National League West standings, as you can see, the Hollywood Avengers are 1 game back in the West. They are trailing the Los Angeles Dodgers by 1 game. Man that mic. Is there something wrong with the microphone, Mr. Outlander? If there is, let me know. Does it need to be closer to my mouth? Does it need to be further away? Let me know. Patrick Wisdom, hitting a $125, steps up to the plate. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That's a line drive. Who's charging in is Hemdahl to make the catch for the second out. No, Heidi's mic, it seems to... No, okay, my fault. I immediately thought about my own mic. I'm such a dummy. Heidi Watney's microphone never works. I mean, we need to get a technician down there permanently. It's a shame. Next up, Jalen Miller. 2 outs, bases empty, bottom of the third. Still no score here at Nationals Park. At the knees, outside corner, strike 1. Jalen Miller plays second base. He's 6 for his last 17, so he's been doing well at the plate as of late. Out in front of the changeup, swing and miss. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. So the Nationals won the first 2 games of this series. The Avengers came back to win yesterday 7-4. So the Avengers need to win today in order to split this 4-game set, 2 games apiece. Strike 3 called. And the side is retired. 1-2-3 inning for Loki. The end of 3, still no score. Mr. Outlander, I feel like she has something important to say every time, but we never get to know what it is. Heidi, what are you trying to tell us? It's important investigative journalism, and we never get to hear it.
Number 84.
Well, while we ponder such unimaginable things, we turn our attention to Mark Ruffalo, who steps up to the plate here in the top of the 4th. Ground ball, line drive, caught by Chapman, and he flashes that Gold Glove leather down at third base. 1 pitch, 1 away. Oh yeah. Got to give credit where credit's due. Next up, it's the Sorcerer Supreme, Benedict Cumberbatch, who doubled in his first at-bat. 1 out, top of the 4th. Pitches outside, ball 1. Thank you for watching, Mr. Outlander. Your presence is always appreciated. A little late on that breaking ball, skies it to left. Rosario makes the catch for the 2nd out. Pitch speed comparison brought to you by the Outlander Show. Hiddleston is winning this contest 97-92. However, in the contest that counts, it's a scoreless game, 0-0. 2 outs, bases empty. Sebastian Stan is 0 for 7 in this series. Steps up there, he's 0 for 1 today. Wants to get off the hitless list. Did he check it?
What do you got?
Yes, he did, according to the first base umpire. The count is 1 ball and no strikes. Checks the swing, sinker is low, 2-0. Fouls off the sinking fastball, count is 2 balls and 1 strike. And he skies it to shallow center. Racing in is Willie Mays, and he retires the side. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Felix Hernandez. It's pitcher's duel so far after 3.5 innings of baseball here at Nationals Park in the District of Columbia. There's no score. So we go to the top of the 5th. No, check that, bottom of the 4th. Tim Anderson, leadoff man, steps in for his 2nd plate appearance. And that's a fly ball to right center. There is Idris, makes the catch, 1 pitch, 1 away. Next up, Pee Wee Reese, 6 for 13 in this series. He has a single in the first. 6 hits in a 4-game set. My goodness. And he makes a bid for hit number 7, but this one will carry to the center fielder. Don Cheadle makes the catch for the 2nd out. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Say hey Willie, grounded out in the first, steps up there. Never forget, he leads this ball club with 45 homers and 115 runs batted in. My goodness. Ground ball up the middle, fielded by Holland. Spider throws it in the dirt. But again, a save by the Iron Man. The end of 4, still no score. Thank you, Tony Stark. So now we go to the top of the 5th. Up steps Idris Elba, who is 0 for 1.
The right fielder, number 63.
Pitches outside, check the swing. Count is 1 ball, no strikes. That's a line drive headed into the left field corner. And I have a feeling he's going to make a big turn at first and head to second. And that he will do. It is a leadoff double for Hemdahl, the man who sees all. and the Avengers have a runner in scoring position here to lead off the top of the fifth. This is double number 24 on the season for Elba. Here's the replay. Next up, Clark Gregg. Now, Clark Gregg plays Phil Coulson on the TV show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's his job to move that runner over to third. He has not been productive at the plate this season, but he's got to get that pitch to the right side. And that's an attempt, but foul for strike one. I mean, obviously we'll take a hit, but he's got to get that runner to third with less than 2 outs. Fouls off the fastball. Count is no balls and 2 strikes on Gregg. Down and in, ball 1. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Thor would say, son of coal. Did he check it?
What you got?
Yes, he did. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, runner leads off second. Nobody out here in the top of the fifth. No score. And he pulls it. Oh, but pulls him off the bag. Got lucky. An E6 by Pee Wee Reese. My first reaction was he did not get the runner moved over to third base because he pulled it to the shortstop, preventing Idris Elba from moving to third. But Pee Wee Reese at short rushed the throw, and now we have runners at first and second, and still nobody out. Lineup turns over. No, check that. This is the number 9 hitter, Don Cheadle, who had a single in his first at-bat. 2 on, no out. Opportunity to score. Let's see what happens. Pitch is high, ball 1. Don Cheadle's a switch hitter, batting from the left side against the righty Felix Hernandez. And he pulls it through the hole. Rounding third and heading home. No, he got a late start. The throw to the plate is in time. Oh, there was miscommunication between him and the third base coach. He stutter-stepped as rounding third, and he paid the price, thrown out at the plate for the first out. So it's a single and then an out at the home. Next up, Tom Holland, who's 1 for 2. Runners at first and second. Still no score in this ball game. Fastball outside, ball 1. And he hits a line drive to center field, but playable. Makes the catch for out number 2. No advance. Seems like another possible wasted opportunity by the Avengers. They have trouble scoring runs. They have good pitching, but trouble scoring runs. Another opportunity with Robert Downey Jr. at the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. He has left runners in scoring position. Runners at first and second, 2 out. Fastball low, ball 1. Tony's hitting .352 with runners in scoring position this season. So he's been comfortable with runner at second. That's like 60 points higher than his regular season average. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. No score here in the fifth. The Avengers are threatening. Here's the pitch from Hernandez. Check that, Fernandez. That's a line drive which may dunk in there, and it will. It rounding third and heading home as the base runner. It's going to be an RBI single for Iron Man. We love you 3000, Tony, as the MCU now takes a 1-0 lead here in the fifth inning. He is Iron Man, and the pitching coach for the Nationals takes that slow stroll out there to talk to Felix. So runners at first and third, still 2 out. Chris Evans steps up to the plate. And that's a line drive, base hit. 1 run will score, and that's all. They will stay at first and second, but it is an RBI 2-out single by Chris Evans. He can do this all day, and the MCU takes a 2-0 advantage. Bang! So obviously the trip by the pitching coach to the mound did nothing to calm the anxieties of Felix Hernandez. Next up, the Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo. 0 for 2. He's 4 for 15. He has 3 home runs in this series. Looked high, called a strike by the home plate umpire. Again, 3 homers in the previous 3 games. This would be a good time for number 4. Let's see what happens. Way out in front of the screwball, swing and a miss. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Hulk. And he grounds it, rolls it over down the third baseline, out of play. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Runners lead off first and second. 2 outs, top of the 5th, 2-0 Avengers. Down and in, ball 1. Count is 1-2. And he swings and misses, strikes him out. The side is retired, but the Avengers break through for 2 runs here in the top of the 5th after 4.5. It's 2-0 Avengers lead. So we go to the bottom of the 5th, and again we're going to Heidi Watney, and we know that this microphone will be working. And yet again, something wrong with this microphone. We apologize, Heidi. We're going to have to cut away. We're sure that you have really some important stuff to say. So, stepping up to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th, Eddie Rosario, who struck out in the 2nd inning, 0 for 1. Inside corner, strike 1. So Tom Hiddleston is second on the ball club in wins with 14. He trails his brother, Thor, Odin's son. Thor has 19 wins, pitches outside, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. So he's going for win number 15 today. And Rosario fouls it down the left field line, out of play. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fouls it back, and let's do it again. It's 1-2. And he yanks the slider down and in. Almost screwed himself into the ground. That pitch was a ball. Fouled it off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just gets a piece at the plate to stay alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on the high breaking ball. There's 1 away. 2 strikeouts in a row for Rosario. Wins leaders. I'm sorry, I said that Chris Hemsworth had 19 wins. I was incorrect. He's 18 wins. Cy Young has 19 wins to lead the league. Hiddleston, as you can see, in the middle of the list at 14. So 1 down, up steps Matt Chapman. Grounded out in the 2nd, he's 0 for 1. At the knees, strike 1. Won the Gold Glove Award last year for first baseman. Check that, 3rd baseman. Misses, count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, 96 on the radar gun. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chases a breaking ball down and away, swing and a miss. Hiddleston has found the strikeout pitch. That's 5. Here it just dips, darts away like there's a trap door or a pull string or something. Anyway, base is empty, 2 away. Up steps Will Smith, the catcher, 0 for 1. Fastball, strike 1. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss, count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, he struck out the side. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Tom. And this 5 innings, it's an official ball game. MCU leads 2-0. This is Avengers Baseball. For those of you that are wondering what the difficulty setting is, once a game I like to go to the options and the gameplay and show that the hitting difficulty is set to All-Star and the pitching difficulty is also set to All-Star. Again, I'm not looking to impress anybody. That's somewhere in the middle. Just looking to have a good time. But just for accountability's sake, I like to show it once a game. Benedict Cumberbatch leads off and hits a deep drive towards the right center field gap. Back goes, oh wait, no, on the warning track, he makes the catch. Nice play by Victor Reyes, out number 1. Covered a lot of real estate. So next up, Sebastian Stan, who's 0 for 2. Flied out, lined out. Pitch from Hernandez. Hard ground ball up the middle and through. Reese couldn't get a glove on it. It's a 1-out single. And the Avengers have a base runner. Here's a replay. Bucky Barnes. Next up, Idris Elba, 1 for 2 with a double. And that's a base hit line drive up the middle. 2 straight hits. 2 outs. No, check that. 2 on, 1 out. Here's the replay. So, the manager of the Nationals has seen enough. He wants the right-hander.
Your attention, please.
So Felix Hernandez leaves down 2-0. He can lose, he cannot win. He's responsible for the 2 runners on base. Jeff Samardzija is 5 and 6 with a 5.32 earned run average. Comes in to pitch. He will face Clark Gregg, who's 0 for 2, batting only 193 on the season. Fastball misses outside, ball 1. Pitch is low, count is 2 balls and no strikes. Runners lead off first and second. Ground ball up the first base line, foul. Count is 2-1. Avengers have a 2-0 lead. And it's a sky to center. There is Mays. That's the second out. No advance. So batting ninth, Don Cheadle, who's 2 for 2 today, breaking out of that slump he's been mired in. But he's going to need another hit in order to score that run from second. Pitch is outside, ball 1. 2 right-handers warming in the Nationals bullpen, Austin Voth and Jared Hughes. Jared Hughes pitched yesterday. Two balls and no strikes. Skies it to left, but slicing out of play. Count is 2-1. 2-0 Avengers here in the top of the 6th. And that's a drive heading towards the right field corner. It's his 3rd hit of the game, and it will roll around in the right field corner. 1 run will score. Rounding 3rd and heading home, the 2nd run. The throw to the plate is not in time. It is a 2-run double for War Machine. Don Cheadle makes it a 4-0 advantage for the Avengers. Let's watch the replay. The relay in from that right field corner, not in time as the 2nd run crosses the plate. So 4-0 Avengers. Up next, Tom Holland. That was a 2-out, 2 RBI single for the Avengers. And it's a bouncer up the first base line, flips it. I don't think he's going to make it. Oh no! Covered the play. Side is retired. I thought Spider-Man beat that out, but nevertheless, 2 more runs cross the plate. After 5.5 innings of play, it's 4-0 Avengers. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Up steps Victor Reyes, who's 0 for 1. Hiddleston now has 4 runs to play with. Pops it up, racing over is the Sorcerer Supreme. Cannot make the catch. Strike 1. Almost out, number 1. Trying to bunt his way on. That is a foul ball for strike 2. Fouls it back. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. 4-0 lead. If the Avengers win this game, they'll have split this 4-game series with the Nationals, 2 games apiece. And we'll move on. Strike 3 called. That is 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. That's strikeout number 7 for Hiddleston.
The batter, number 25.
Pitch sequence. Swing and a miss to high and outside. Low and outside, swing and a miss. Right down the middle, swing and a miss. Nice. So one away, up steps Patrick Wisdom, the first baseman today. He's 2 for 17 on the season. He's only had 17 at-bats this season. And that's a line drive to left. Bucky barely has to move. The Winter Soldier makes the catch for the first out. Check that, for the second out. Pardon me.
The batter, number 8.
So 2 down, Jalen Miller steps up. Struck out in the third. At the knees, strike 1. Grounds it foul. 2 quick strikes on Miller. Swing and a miss, struck him out for his league-leading 157th time at the plate to retire the side. At the end of 6, it's 6 shutout innings for Loki. MCU leads 4-0. So we go to the top of the 7th. Up steps Iron Man. He's 1 for 3. He has a 2-run double today. Grounds it fair off the bag, and he's going to stop at first. That ricocheted off of the bag for a single. Honestly, he would have been out had it not ricocheted off the bag. Let's look at the replay. Boy, it hit the bag, and Wisdom whiffed. Next up, Chris Evans, runner at first, nobody out. 4 for 16 in the series, RBI single today. Fastball outside, ball 1. Chris Evans plays Steve Rogers in the MCU with all this dimensional travel and time travel stuff that they're doing. Oh, that's a ground ball sliding from his knees over to second for 1, back to first. Not in time. It's a fielder's choice, out at second. And there's 1 away. It makes me wonder with the dimensional stuff they're doing on the Disney Plus TV shows, whether or not they're going to bring back Chris Evans from like a parallel universe, you know, as the original Captain America. I wonder. I don't think so, but I wonder. Mark Ruffalo has 3 homers today, but he's 0 for 3 in 3 homers in this series, but he's 0 for 3 today. And he fouls off the cut fastball for strike 1. 4-0 MCU here in the top of the 7th. Checks the swing, pitches low. Count is 1-1. High and outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Evans leads off first, 1 away. Just gets a piece of the slider. The count will even at 2 balls, 2 strikes on Ruffalo. Big lead at first. Outside, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Will Chris Evans be off on the 3-2 pitch with 1 away? I don't think he will be. He has speed, but I don't think they're going to send him. And that's a base hit to the right side. And it is a 1-out single for Hulk smash. Runners will be at first and second with 1 away. Samardzija does not look sharp. Chris Evans was injured. You must replace him. Oh, shit. The Captain America is injured. Oh, no. Let's bring in, you know what? Let's bring in Chris Hemsworth. You want to place Chris Evans with Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth says, I want to hit. I am the strongest Avenger. I will hit. It's like, okay, Thor, relax. You can hit. Next up's Dr. Stephen Strange. 1 for 3 with a double. Fouls it back, strike 1. Fouls it back again. Count is quickly. No balls and 2 strikes to Cumberbatch. And he skies it to center field. Easy play for Mays. Makes the catch for the second out. Next up, Sebastian Stan, who is 1 for 3. He singled, he scored a run. He's got 2 on and 2 out here in the top of the 7th. It's already a 4-0 lead. And it's a two-hopper to the second baseman. Miller throws to first, and the side is retired. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the 7th inning stretch. It's 4-0. The Avengers lead. This is Avengers baseball. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Okay, Tim Anderson, 0 for 2. Steps up here in the bottom of the 7th. Here comes the pitch from Loki working on a shutout. Outside corner, strike 1. Slider in there, 0-2. Hiddleston has been sharp as a knife today. Strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Mr. Anderson. That's strikeout number 9 for Hiddleston. And he is on fire. And fuego. Pee Wee Reese steps up, 1 out. 6 for 14 in this series. Takes a strike, 98 on the radar gun. Fouls off the changeup, strike 2. He's pitching in the 7th inning. He's only thrown 51 pitches. That's how dominant Hiddleston has been so far today. Grounder to second. Easy play for Phil Coulson, but he throws it into the dugout. E4. Way to go, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. So there'll be a runner in scoring position at second. They will award him second base. Airmail. So Willie Mays steps up. Runner in scoring position. He's 3 for 14 with a homer in this series. Fastball low, ball 1. High strike, but called a strike nonetheless. The count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's a line drive headed down the right field corner. It is foul. Foul ball. Tom Hiddleston is taking a nasty shot to the head. He's having trouble focusing and is exhibiting concussion-like symptoms. The medical staff has decided to remove him from the game. So Loki is not feeling well. Something must have come out of the dugout or out of the stands and hit him in the head. Oh my goodness. Pitcher's injured and must be replaced. So we're gonna go with Sam Jackson. Oh my goodness. Well, he was working on a shutout. Sam Jackson will come in injury replacement. Nick Fury is 5 and 6 with a 3.84 earned run average. Breaking ball is low. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So runner in scoring position at second. 1 away. 4-0 lead for the Avengers. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. Count is 2-2. Jams him with the cut fastball. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. So let's hope that it's not a lingering injury for Hiddleston. That's a deep drive. It's got a chance. Back goes Cheadle. Oh, it is off the top of the wall. 1 run will score on the RBI triple. I can't believe it. That's an RBI triple for Willie Mays. RBI number 116, triple number 5. Thought that was a home run. The scoreless, the shutout is now done. The line is complete, and apparently they're not giving him the home run on that. They're saying that it bounced back on the field, that it was in play. So anyway, runner at third, 4-1 lead for the MCU. Rosario is up. Screwball in there, strike 1. So the line is complete on Hiddleston. Pitched 6 1/3. Checked the swing, but the curveball's in there, strike 2. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. 6 1/3. 9 strikeouts, 1 earned run. Or perhaps no earned runs. That's going to be an RBI ground out for Eddie Rosario, and the score is now 4-2 MCU. Now there's 2 away and bases empty. Tony took the obviously the easy out at first. So next up, Matt Chapman, who is 0 for 2 today, 2 for 10 in the series, steps up to the plate. 4-2 ball game. Breaking ball in there, strike 1. Swing and a miss, the cut fastball quickly. The count is no balls and 2 strikes on Chapman. Fouls it off. Count remains 0-2. So 2 injuries in this inning to the Avengers. First Chris Evans, then Tom Hiddleston. 2 runs have crossed the plate, cut the lead in half. It's 4-2 Avengers. Fouls off the screwball. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. And he pulls it foul, and the at-bat will continue. Swing and a miss, he struck him out, and the side is retired. So they push 2 runs across at the end of 7. It's the Hollywood Avengers 4, the Washington Nationals 2. This is Avengers Baseball. So we go to the top of the 8th, and as we go to the top of the 8th, the manager is going to go to the bullpen, and he's going to see that he wants Stan Lee to warm up and Stan Lee to pitch the 8th inning. So Idris Elba leads off his 2 for 3. Grounds it, foul. Strike 1. Grounds it to the right side, fielded by Miller. Throws to first in time, 1 away. Starter comparison, Hiddleston, no earned runs, pardon me. So 6 1/3, 1 hit, no earned runs, 9 strikeouts. He is the winner in this starter comparison, brought to you by the Outlander Show. So 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Up steps Clark Gregg, who is 0 for 3. Ground ball up the middle and through. And Gregg gets himself a single. He's 1 for 4. So 1 out single for Clark Gregg.
Now back.
Ground ball with eyes. Next up, Don Cheadle, who's 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs today. Fastball in the dirt, blocked nicely by Smith. 1 ball, no strikes. Attendance 32,727 here at Nationals Park in the District of Columbia. And he pulls it foul. Count will even at 1-1. This is Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. He's going. Pitches in there for strike 2 to throw down. Is not in time. So Phil Coulson gets himself a hit and a stolen base. He's in scoring position. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he just pokes it foul down the left field line. Count will remain 2-2. Ground ball up the middle, fielded, backhanded, long throw in time. 2 away. Runner moves to third, so it'll be Clark Gregg at third with 2 outs. They're going to need a hit or an error to get him home. Nice play by Jalen Miller. Backhanded. Momentum carrying him towards the second base bag. So out of the bullpen comes Austin Voth, making his 60th appearance out of the bullpen. He's 7 4 with a 5.23 earned run average. He will face the best hitter on the team, batting average wise, Tom Holland, who is hitting .363, and he is 1 for 4. Runner at third, 90 feet away. Checks his swing, throws down at third for no apparent reason. Tom Holland's hitting .417 with runners in scoring position. Low, 2 balls and no strikes. Is this an unintentional, intentional walk? Will he give him anything good to hit? We shall see. That's a line drive. Base hit. It's a 2-out single for Spider-Man. Spider-Man. And it is now a 3-run game as an RBI single from Tom Holland makes it a 5-2 lead for the MCU. Oh yeah, here's the replay. Just takes that inside pitch and wraps it between short and third. Let's go MCU, says the Outlander show. Robert Downey Jr. is 2 for 4 with an RBI today. Got the average up to 290. Pitches outside, ball 1. Runner at first, 2 down, 5-2 lead for the MCU. Checks his swing. The two-seamer is down inside and low. 2 balls and no strikes. Fouls it off, 2-1. Outside, hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike. On deck, the ace of the staff, Chris Hemsworth. He says, give me a bat, I can hit. Swing and a miss. The high fastball could have been ball 4. Count is now full. The runner at first will be off on the 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. And he chases it in the dirt. Strike him out, throw him out. Side is retired. But they do get a run. They push a run across on the RBI single by Tom Holland. And after 7.5, it's the Avengers 5, the Nationals 2. Oh, yeah. Do you want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. Pitching the bottom of the 8th is Stan Lee. 5-3 with a 2.68 earned run average. He will face Will Smith, who's 0 for 2. Looked like a strike, called the ball. Apparently it was low. Count as 1 ball, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. Tight strike zone. In there, count as 2-1. Jams him with the sinking fastball. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Smith. That's a deep drive. Headed into the left field corner. Racing over near the fence is nice running catch by the Winter Soldier in that left field corner for out number 1. He covered a lot of real estate, caught it in foul territory, crashed into the fence, but made the play. Next up, Victor Reyes, who's 0 for 2. High strike, but called a strike. The strike zone's been all over the place today. I'm actually not going to hold back. It's been a guessing game. Ruffalo jumps out of his crouch, throws to first in time, 2 away. Nice play by the catcher. Good reflexes. So 2 down. Up steps the first baseman, Patrick Wisdom, who is 0 for 2 today. Swing and a miss out in front of the screwball. Strike 1. Chased it? No. Held it back. Did not swing. Count as 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball to the second baseman. Throws to first in time. Clark Gregg makes the play this time to retire the side. So we go to the top of the 9th inning, where we get to see Chris Hemsworth swing a bat, the strongest Avenger. It's 5-2, Avengers lead. Here he is, the strongest Avenger. He is hitting 500 with 3 RBIs on the season. He says, I want a home run, let's go. Checks the swing, the curveball is low, ball 1. I'm strongest Avenger. Grounds it up the first base line, foul. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Thor. Throw me the damn ball down the middle of the plate. Checks his swing, fastball is outside, 2-1. Stop playing games, throw it down the middle, he says. Oh, he smashed it. Foul. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes to Hemsworth. Checked it, or did he? Yes, he did. Count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Chris Hemsworth. Here comes the payoff pitch from Austin Voth. And he hits it off the end of the bat, charging. He will not make the catch. He's going to go for second. To throw to second is in time. Oh, yeah, that was a bad call, he said. So he got a single and was thrown out trying to take second base. Next up, we're going to go to the manager's office. And next up is the Incredible Hulk. Pitch is high, ball one. Manager is going to go to the bullpen. He's going to warm up Jeremy Renner and ask Jeremy Renner to pitch the ninth, provided we don't get any insurance runs. He's going to get a 3-run save. Count is 2 balls and no strikes to Hulk. Hulk has 28 homers and 108 RBIs on the season. Fouls off the fastball. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Both numbers lead the ball club. Outside corner, strike 2. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, bases empty. Top of the ninth. And that's got a chance because he's got a lot of power, but in front of the warning track, Rosario will make the catch for the second out. Not quite enough air underneath it. So with 2 down, up steps Benedict Cumberbatch, who has a double today. He is 1 for 4. Skies it to left, slicing deep but foul. 4 strike 1. And he skies it to shallow center. Out there is the shortstop Pee Wee Reese to retire the side. So last licks for the Washington Nationals. They need 3 runs to tie here in the bottom of the ninth. Can they do it? The score is 5-2. Avengers lead. Do you want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. In relief is Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner. He is 0-3 with 25 saves. His ERA is nothing to be proud of, but all we need are 3 outs to tie this 4-game series at 2 games apiece. Leading off for the Nationals here in the bottom of the ninth is Jalen Miller, who struck out twice. He's 0 for 2. Line drive, racing over. He will not make the catch, and it will go all the way to the wall. Rounding second, he's heading to third. Rounding third, he's heading. He will make the turn, and he will have an inside the park home run to lead off the top of the ninth, and it is 5-3. Jalen Miller, an inside the park home run, and the score is now 5-3 Avengers. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. Misses the cutoff man. Oh my goodness gracious. So it's a 2-run ball game, just like that. Tim Anderson, the leadoff man, 4 for 15 in this series. Fouls off the fastball, triple digits on the radar gun for strike 1. Now all they need is a bloop and a blast to tie this ball game up at 5. Jams him, pops it up, short center field. Holland makes the catch for out number 1. Next up, Pee Wee Reese, 1 for 3 with a single today. They need a base runner to get the tying run to the plate. Foul ball, strike 1. Chases a slider out of the strike zone. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there are 2 away, and the Nationals are down to their final out of this game and out of this series. 2 outs here in the ninth. Representing the final out of the game is their best hitter, Willie Mays, who's 4 for 15. He has a triple today and an RBI. Fastball in there, triple digits on the radar gun, 100 miles an hour, strike 1. Fouls off the slider, count is 0-2, and Willie Mays is down to their final strike of the series. Here comes the pitch from Hawkeye. Line drive caught by Sorcerer Supreme. The side is retired, the ball game is over, the series is over, and the Avengers have won 5-3. So they split this 4-game series 2 games apiece, and that's win number 79 on the season, if I'm not mistaken. It could be win number 80. You don't remember. It's game number 125. I have to check the standings. The win goes to Loki. Loki gets win number 15. Thank you, Mr. Outlander. I appreciate your patronage. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Let's go to the scorecard. At the top, as you can see, the line. The Hollywood Avengers, 5 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. The Washington Nationals, 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. Winning pitcher, Tom Hiddleston, who gets his 15th win of the season. Felix Hernandez is saddled with the loss. Jeremy Renner gets save number 24. And Tom Hiddleston, who had to leave due to injury, hopefully it's nothing serious, is given player of the game honors. And this has been a presentation of Avengers baseball, game number 125 of 162 games. No skipped innings, no simulated games. Every game on YouTube in its entirety for you to watch. You get to watch the MCU play baseball against legends past and present. Yes, I'm a little full of myself. I can't help myself. What can I say? I want to say thank you to the Blue Hedgehog. I want to say thank you to the Outlander for being here. You guys are great. Anyway, the final, the Hollywood Avengers win 5-3. Thanks so much for watching. Have yourself an absolutely great evening.